German media heaps praise on Arne Slot after Liverpool's dominant RB Leipzig win. Read our media roundup after Wednesday's game against RB Leipzig, with a selection of highlights from Thursday morning's reaction to Arne Slot's Liverpool securing a 1-0 win. Liverpool recorded its 11th win in 12 matches in all competitions on Wednesday night, with the victory over RB Leipzig also maintaining the Reds' 100% start to their Champions League campaign. Arne Slot's men have scored 6 goals and conceded just 1 across their games against AC Milan, Bologna and Leipzig, and are in a strong position to make it through to the last 16 of the revamped competition. The Reds' performance in East Germany was not a vintage one, but the result rarely felt in danger, with Slot's control-based approach handing his team the stability it needed as the hosts searched for an equalizer in the closing stages of the match. Plenty of UK-based journalists travelled to Leipzig to cover Liverpool's win at the Red Bull Arena, and we've rounded up what a few of them made of the Reds' work on the night. Liverpool winners and losers, plus player ratings from 1-0 win in Leipzig. Leipzig manager outlines what he didn't like during Liverpool loss, The Guardian. The Guardian's Andy Hunter wrote, "There were parallels to the Chelsea performance here. Liverpool again started passively and were dominated by a Leipzig side that carried a greater threat than the visitors to Anfield last Sunday. Xavi Simons and Benjamin Sesko both missed good early chances. Amadou Haidara tested Kaoimhin Kelleher from a short corner routine, and Sesko curled an ambitious attempt wide after keeping Kelleher's weak-headed clearance in play. Lois Openda did find the top corner with a thumping drive, but was clearly offside when receiving the pass from Simons. Then Liverpool struck, the quality of their front line impossible to contain for too long, and the balance of the game turned in an instant. Cody Gakpo kept his place ahead of Luis Diaz and vindicated Slot's selection with a fine display. The Netherlands international was involved in the breakthrough, exchanging passes with Kostas Tsimikas, who floated across from the byline over Castello Luqueba to Mohamed Salah. Salah's placed header was destined for the far corner, but Nunez did what any goalscorer should and made sure with the finishing touch on the line. The Telegraph's Chris Bascom had a similar take, as he penned, "Arne Slot could have more records than the British Library by the end of his first season." Darwin Núñez's winner took Slot's side where no Liverpool team have been before by winning 11 of their first 12 games of a season. No Liverpool side has ever won 6 consecutive away matches at the start of a campaign either. The Champions League triumph over RB Leipzig will linger in the memory for those milestones more than the overall performance. This was Liverpool at their most pragmatic rather than flamboyant, although one suspects Slot will be as thrilled with Núñez's latest goal as much as any so far this season. The Times. Meanwhile, the Times' James Gearbrandt touched on the Jurgen Klopp element to the match. Former Liverpool boss Klopp is yet to start his new job, but in January will become Red Bull's global head of soccer and will work closely with Leipzig as well as the other Red Bull-owned teams. Gearbrandt wrote, "A 7th clean sheet of the season was the foundation of this performance. Not complete, not always dominant, but once again impressive in its control and cohesion." Whether Arne Slot is a genius coach, or to some extent riding on the scales of his predecessor's mentality monster, is something which will become clearer over the coming weeks and months, but it's hard to argue with the early results.